And then
Top
yeah,
one.
I mean, yeah, I think we'll probably go through most of it. To be honest, some of it will be pretty quick.
Oh, the topic. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was reading the housekeeping bit. I was like, we always do the top one.
Yeah.
Apart from last week. All right, I'm allowing you to.
Oh yeah, the podcast reviews, Dan. Have you had a look at them lately?
Yes, we have one. I'm going to type that in.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see who it's from before I say what I was about to say. Then
I tell you, one is shut for my controller. Fucking batteries run out quickly.
Really? Are they double A's or are they as a rechargeable pack?
Rechargeable pack. Rechargeable batteries. Sorry.
Batteries. Sorry.
Well, I've tweeted this out as well.
You've done it. Okay, cool.
Bottom one. Yeah, definitely bottom one.
If you write...
Yeah. That makes me sad. So definitely bottom one.
What? There's no Banjo or that there won't be a sequel?
Both, really, isn't it?
Well, he doesn't necessarily say there's not going to be a sequel, but they're not going to be doing it.
Well, the last one was nuts and bolts. I don't know why I talk about it now because we should talk about the podcast. But yeah, that one I want to talk about. Right. Double A batteries moaning about that. Look at that. That's no one I can moan about. So yeah, them two. Bottom two and top.
We want to be positive. We don't want to be moaning.
I know. Bottom two and top is
what the fuck have I played this week? Ian, what have I played this week that I didn't get easy achievements on?
Dark Horror.
No. Just don't mention people I did that.
Oh yeah, Little Hope, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, we don't talk about Little Hope, do we, Jamie?
I told you Pete bought it, so I can't not play with him.
I was not in the right state of mind to play it.
No.
Did you play last night in the end?
No, by the time because I watched a film with Laura first, and then by the time I got done with that, he was already chilling out and didn't want to play.
Okay.
So I played a bit of Fortnite and then a bit of Cold War and then went to bed.
There is this we might want to talk about. Actually, no, Jamie won't care about that.
Oh,
no, bring it in, Ian. Bring it in.
Where's the chat of it? This one. I'll just put it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jamie, if you want to, I've just added the, what's it called? If you want to talk about the review, put it in the chat.
I can mention this if you want. Obviously, it's not really Jamie's thing, but Dan might be interested.
Yeah, you go for it. I'll lead you in, and you guys can waffle on, and I'll have a little snooze.
Is this... Okay, broken one of its rules. Oh, yes, I saw this. Do you know what? I ummed and ahed whether to put this in.
Yeah. I saw it. I was like, this is quite interesting because I think they're the first publisher to actually do it and be told, no, you're taking it back.
Yeah, well, they've done... Because of this 10,000 achievement thing, I was looking at some of their games because they've added it to like 3,000 now, haven't they, or something daft?
Yeah, some of them are free. Yeah, 3,000. Yeah, like Castle No Escape and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe do that one because that's quite interesting.
I'm trying to think.
Because they're the first one to actually abuse the rules.
Yeah.
Some companies do it, but must have let it go away. For instance, like if online servers are closing, they change the achievements so people can actually play the game instead.
Oh, do they? Right. I'm just going to quickly flick to my Xbox, so the whole screen's going to change for people.
What? So what's this about? Oh, I suppose you guys can talk through it later on.
Basically, they've been not fudging is the wrong word, but they have been adding extra achievements into their games.
Yeah. So what they did was originally when they released the games to complete took like 3-4 hours, maybe more than that, and you had to complete the game and do certain tasks. And then they changed the achievement to basically you can get all the achievements in like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, they're trying to turn into Ratalaika.
Yeah. Okay. And to see if it improves sales, and it did clearly. So they started adding title updates, which obviously the minimum for a title update is 1,000 G.
Yeah.
And in the rules it says you can have up to 5,000 in your game.
Okay.
So they started adding more and more achievements for easy score, like for instance, kill a bad guy twice, kill a bad guy 3 times.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now Microsoft come back and said you've changed your achievements in the base game, so you have to revert them back to how they were because you're abusing the system.
Yeah.
You can only change your achievements if there is a rule behind it. So, for example, online servers closing.
Yeah. Okay.
So they just changed it all blankly. So basically, you can get all their achievements in their games for like 6 minutes, and they found the sales went up.
Yeah. Obviously, because why wouldn't it?
Cheeky gits.
I think it's very clever. They were just stupid enough not to Ratalaika all their games.
Yeah.
No, but from now on, they're going to obviously Ratalaika them probably because they know it makes money.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Of
Is
course.
this
The thing is, though, with them, though, they're not too bad because they actually make their own games and stuff, and they're actually quite fun games to play if you actually play them.
no visual novels in
No.
I've still got a couple that I need to play.
Is that review, Dan? Jamie G97.
Right, yeah. You were going to say what were you going to say?
Yeah, our mate Pete reckons he put a review up, but we haven't read it out yet.
What's his?
I don't know. Probably Kaninch.
Yes, there is. I can put Kaninch in there if you want.
Yeah.
Do it.
Put him in. Keep him happy.
Give me a second. I did look at one. I saw this Kaninch, and I was like, because I can't say it. I'm not.
You know what? That's
out.
exactly what he said.
What did he say?
He said to me, maybe he couldn't read my, couldn't say my username, so he just ignored it.
Tell him completely. I think I was waiting until you came back so you could read it out. But 100%. Sorry, Pete.
That's all right. Bless. He's Keep him. Give him a little hi, Pete. If he's not listening to this bit because he won't be on the podcast, will it? But he might watch it. You never know.
What, the pre-show? No chance.
Yeah. So we'll go through most of these stories quickly.
Right, done. Okay.
Do any of you care about Final Fantasy? Or because I could give it less of a shit. So
I own it already, so no, I don't give a fuck.
no.
Ooh.
Sorry, language. It's in the pre-show.
Yeah, you're able to record, FYI. And if any of you need to change your usernames,
yes, we do. I always do it. Every time I change it, I forget to change it back, and I go to another Zoom call, and it's like, "What's Nutty Ray?"
oh, my wife.
Don't look at me.
Right, done.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Are we ready?
We are ready. Have you put Pete's thing in there yet?
Yeah, I've just typed in, I think.
All right. Well, I'll refresh it.
I did type it in.
Oh, well, it's not there.
No, I noticed. That is not. That is not cool.
That is not. So he's cursed. He's cursed.
We don't want to read his review. It wasn't.
Nah, I saw him. Too late.
Too late. You're out. Is that coming up now? Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Have you tweeted yet? Oh, this damn thing. Stay.
All right, let me turn that down so I can't hear myself twice. Oh, isn't that nice? Ian finished typing it.
Listen. Oh, hang on a second. My brain is fried.
You know, you're welcome to read these out if I pass over to you. You're welcome to read them out.
Yeah, Dan, you can read them out.
Well, yeah, it would save me typing it up.
I finished my drink already. That's annoying me.
I know. I got two more ready waiting.
I have to say, I'm doing no beer for 6 weeks. Have I said this before? No beer for 6 weeks.
I'm on no alcohol detox.
Yeah.
Choice.
I'm finally down.
me
Well,
too.
almost down to 14. I'm just over 14 stone now. So
Happy days.
looking good. Right. Okay. So are we ready for this?
I think so.
My weighing's tomorrow, so I'll let you know how I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
FYI,
What?
a little for anyone who's doing weighings, make sure you go for a poo because I found it drops 0.4 of a pound.
Yeah, you always got to weigh yourself after in the morning, and if it's after morning poo, you're like, yes, that's the prime time.
So just get yourself a little coffee just to get your things moving, and then drop it like it's hot, and off you go.
And then
right.
I weighed myself for the first time in years the other day.
What are you?
15, which is the heaviest I've ever been. And then I started a diet with Laura, and
By 2 o'clock.
by the end of the week, I dropped 3 pounds, which is terrible. But and then the weekend I just put it all back on. I think because I found all the beer in the fridge and the pepperonis and the crisps. Yeah.
I'm on a crash diet at the moment, so I'll probably drop quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll try harder from tomorrow, probably.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Go for a run. Running is the key.
I get enough physical activity at work. I ain't running around anyway.
I've done 2 runs this week. I'm doing the couch 5k again.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what. If you've got an Apple device, we'll hook up and we'll have a little test, little race.
I use Strava for my
I'll add
tracking.
Okay, I'll re-download Strava and I'll beat your ass. Right, ready?
I mean, you will beat my ass because I'm doing fast 5k, so I walk and run.
That's all right. That's okay. We'll see who can go the furthest, the longest.
All right, Grandpa.
I'll cheer you on from the couch. Good luck, lads.
Right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Xpod Tavern episode 11th. I'm Jamie. I'm being joined this week by Dan
Hiya.
and Ian.
Hello.
Graham's off his kid's birthday today, so happy birthday, Emily.
Happy birthday.
Sorry, enjoy. You did that right at the wrong time.
I just wanted to pick the moment where you couldn't say anything, you know.
Yeah.
So just the trio this week, but hopefully we'll still provide you with all the hot takes and the deep
Juicy
insights.
content.
Yes, all the juicy. Ian sounding much better this week. Nice mic you got there.
Oh, why? Thank you.
You're looking nice with those glasses on as well. You've got your shiny glasses, won't fall off your head.
Shiny, so you can see me yet? Right on my face. It's so annoying when I have glasses. It's literally you just kneel your head down like fools. So I have to get different specs on.
You need to get the band at the back.
That's it. I'll just tie it to my head.
Like the sports band.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, we'll get straight into things. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. Every week we try to do this live on Twitch, normally a Sunday evening at about 8:30. So give us a like and a follow or whatever it is on Twitch, and come along and check us out. We're
To
also
watch
on
the pre-show as well. We do about 10
watch the
minutes.
pre-show. Yep.
Yeah.
10 minutes of rambling and nonsense, and probably some inappropriate conversations as well.
Never.
But you'll
Fun
have to
part.
watch to find out, won't you? The podcast will go on podcast apps around the world. A day or so after this, we record this. So whichever one is your choice.
Now
search
on
for Xbox
Amazon.
Tavern on there. Oh,
Now
now on
on-
Amazon. Is it Amazon Podcast? Amazon Music? Was
Amazon Music, I believe.
it? Music.
If there is
Yeah,
a,
the music one works. I think.
yeah, if there is a podcast app that we're not on, please let us know, and I'll try and work out.
Yeah. Hit us up at Xbox Tavern on Twitter, and we'll try and sort it out so you can hear us wherever you may be. Apple Podcasts is obviously one of the biggest ones, so if you could rate and review us on there, it'd be wonderful. 5 stars, please. Only 5 stars, or 6 stars if you can wangle it. You might be able to wangle it out, and review it as well. And we'll try and read out reviews on the show as well. So we got a couple this week. So we've got Jamie G97 who says this is a must download for me each week. Nice name.
Thank you.
A nice
Thank you.
comment. Sounds like an all-round good guy. And someone called Kuninch, who sounds like a bit of a dodgy fella to me. I don't know about you lot, but
Doesn't sound trustworthy at all.
it sounds iffy. But
No comment.
he says really easy to listen to podcast. The hour flies by. It certainly does, Kuninch. It certainly does. So like I say, if you want to leave a review on there, we'll read yours out as well. And then obviously we got the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official. That's where we post some of our video reviews, as well as some little tips and tricks videos and previews and all that sort of good stuff. So pop along there.
And Dan's terrible gameplay.
And Dan's wonderful gameplay to accompany his reviews.
Questionable gameplay.
Yeah, questionable. I prefer questionable because I like
Questionable is
to.
very fair.
Yeah, I like to make people think that they're better than me at games, which.
Yeah, and you do a wonderful job of it.
You do a good job at that.
Oh.
Obviously, the main one is xboxtavern.com. That's the site where most of the written reviews go up, and previews and features and opinions and all that sort of good stuff. So pop along there, xboxtavern.com. That'd be wonderful. Thank you very much. We just launched a Patreon, so patreon.com/Xbox Tavern. To pop along, and if you feel like supporting the site, you like what we do, we would massively appreciate it. It helps keep the site up and helps keep the podcast going, obviously. And we got teespring.com Xbox Tavern as well for some fancy gear, which someone might be sporting this evening.
Oh, that's looking very nice.
It's
It's a very nice hoodie.
Beautiful.
A nice orange hoodie. Always wanted a nice orange hoodie. Surprisingly comfortable as well.
Can't see you in my lot.
I know I'm shilling it, but yeah, I know. Laura said when we go out to the theme parks next time, we're gonna have to wear this so she can spot me in the crowds. I'll have to take it off and run away, I think. But yeah, so that's all the chilling out of the way. Xbox Tavern everywhere. Just pop it into your Ask Jeeves or
Yahoo.com.
Yahoo, that's the yeah, it's a good one.
Oh my God.
And it'll pop up somewhere along the line. All right, so we get straight into it then.
Yeah.
So we've got a few topics. Let's start with the Xclock. Let's start with being able to. Let's start with able to speak properly. Xbox Cloud Gaming Library of titles with touch controls continues to grow. So this is from Windows Central. So now 22 games that support touch controls via xCloud on the phone. Have any of you tried any of these touch controls?
I did it once when it first kind of launched with touch control. I think I tried to Killer Instinct with it, and I just didn't have a good time with it. Then I did Hot Shot Racing, and that was much easier because it's a racing game. You just hold a button and steer. And that wasn't too bad, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Hot Shot Racing was probably one of the better ones. What about you, Dan? Have you tried them yet?
Until it comes to my fantastic iPhone, I can't do any of this.
Of course, you got the.
Of course, you're a traitor.
I suppose they haven't. Did you get to try the beta? Because that was just Master Chief Collection, wasn't it?
That was just the Master Chief Collection, and it just did not work for me. It lagged like a son of a gun.
But that wasn't with touch controls. I would say
that wasn't with touch. I mean, I could barely get it working. So I've done. What have I done? The streaming thing works relatively okay, but yeah, cloud gaming and touch controls, nothing.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah. So I've tried. Tell Me Why. I played the first hour or so. Of the
Tell
first
me
episode.
why ain't nothing but a heartache.
I was waiting for that. Thank you, Ian. I think that's probably one of the better ones to play because it's real slow paced and it's just mostly dialogue options.
Why?
Even
didn't get it. It's a great joke.
You can tell you're a dad.
Why, Grandpa?
But yeah, Tell Me Why is great. Obviously, it sort of suits that style. I tried Gears 5 the other day, and that was no,
not good.
No, there's too many buttons for it to be touch control. So yeah, I gave up pretty quickly. And then I haven't really tried anything else. But looking at this list here, I mean, I won't read them all out because we haven't got all night. But something like Van Brace Cold Soul is quite a good game. Quite slow paced and it's sort of menu based, so that might work quite well.
I think it's more the not, I guess you could call it lesser titles, but the ones like more 2D or side scrolly or a bit race, they're the ones that kind of excel. But I know you can get like Gears 5 and Killer Instinct, but they're the ones where there's too many buttons you need to push.
Yeah.
Therefore,
and they require fast reflexes as well, which aren't really conducive with touch controls. And I'm surprised something like Celeste and Dead Cells, because they're sort of real finicky platformers, aren't they? Real precision platformers, and I can't see them working very well with touch controls.
No,
it's interesting to try actually. Now thinking about it, because I think it might work. But it might not, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think they're trying to get away from they're trying to make it accessible for everyone, so you don't have to go in and out, and then all of a sudden whack out your controller and get your clip to it, which makes sense. Obviously, the mobile market is huge, and people don't use controllers for other games. So
it's just some of these, again, like we said, like those ones we picked out, just seem to be. I guess they're seeing what they can try. It's still in beta, isn't it? That's
exactly.
Feature, but yeah, I think again something like golf with your friends might work pretty well.
Yeah, that's true. That might work quite well. I do enjoy that one, golf with friends. To be fair, so I might try that one actually.
And even Streets of Rage 4 or Slay the Spire, sort of, they're kind of made for it. But yeah, we'll see how they get on. See if they add any more. Hopefully, they'll add some more because obviously there's hundreds of games on Game Pass to play. And I'm sure there's plenty more ones that will be suitable.
I think it seems like the team's a bit pulled from pillar to post at the moment because of doing the when they finally bring it to iOS later in the year. I think you'll see. I think you'll see it all of a sudden kind of be box standard.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens and see what other games they bring out, because all have to be all Game Pass games. But B, will it work with the touch controls and what they're trying to do? I think it has to be the lesser titles more than the big titles, because, like you say, there's too many buttons to push, response time.
Yeah. Well, they'll have all the data, won't they? As it's still in testing, they'll have all the metrics and what's.
Oh God, they'll know how many times one game's started and what hasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean the thing, like I was saying with like Gears 5, obviously you're aiming with the right stick, you're moving with the left stick, and then your fingers are normally on the triggers, pulling, firing or aiming and reloading. But everything's got to be done with your thumb, so you've got to take your finger off your thumb off the analog stick to aim. But there was an extra button which let you aim and fire at the same time.
Okay.
But then it was like constantly firing, so you couldn't like sort of burst fire. It was just like
spray and pray.
And it was it just didn't work at all. But again, it's good to have options.
I think it's crazy because I was part of the alpha testing, because I was quite lucky because I had quite a unique phone, so they put me in the alpha testing. Because when I applied for it, I was like, I'm not going to get in, but because I had quite a unique phone, I've got a OnePlus, and they're quite okay, we'll put you in. So they let me go in because I assume I had the unique phone compared to all the other normal Androids.
Yeah.
And considering when I first started it, they only had 4 games. To now, they've got such a big library, all touch pads as well. All the library you can use, like external, like Wasakishi for the handheld gaming kind of thing. It kind of feels like there's like now a handheld gaming market as well, because you're using your phone to play a game. But if you get like a handheld device like I have, it's quite interesting.
Have any of you tried it? Well, sorry, not you, Dan. Sorry,
Oh,
excluding you once again.
I'm gonna go get a tea or a coffee. Right?
Yeah, go have a little run. Ian, have you tried it over your like 4G connection, or if you just done it over Wi-Fi so far?
Just over Wi-Fi. I did do it briefly over 4G but only a little, because I don't want to waste my data. I do want to give it a test of maybe when it comes towards my end of my, like, when your your month renews, because you get new data, see how much data got left and see how much it actually uses of it.
Yeah.
But from when I tried it before, I don't think it used much at all. I don't think it did.
Yeah,
so
that's one thing, because I'm on like the bare minimum plan, because I don't want to spend too much money on a phone every month. But I want to try streaming it from my off the 4G and just see how much of it rinses in about 10 minutes. See if I actually get a game in or something. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it's pointless me having it, because if I'm only going to play it at home when I've got the Wi-Fi, I might as well just play on the Xbox.
Yeah, you're right, true.
And having obviously, considering the last year, I haven't had a chance to go to a hotel or anywhere away from home.
That's true, yeah. It feels like at the moment, like, now is like not the right time, because I got all that the Wasakishi to go when I'll go away and stuff, and I was like, I'm not really going away anyway, am I?
no
at home.
We're lucky to get out of the house, let alone go away anywhere in a minute. But...
Guys, positivity, come on. Come summertime,
positive thinking.
When the weather is hot, we'll be fine. And then just get ready for lockdown again come wintertime. Simple.
Exactly.
Circle of life now. All right, well, let's move away from that then. Otherwise, we're just going to go on a downward spiral. Look, more positivity. So Microsoft have issued a statement to The Verge on the controller disconnect issues. And they say, let's have a quick scroll down there. So they know about the issue, obviously, because they've issued a statement, which is good. And they say, we are aware some players may be experiencing disconnects with their new Xbox wireless controllers, and our teams are actively working on a solution to be included in a future update. Good, I suppose. Dan, I know you were having issues connecting your Elite controller when you first got the machine. Is that carried on, or is that all right now?
It is okay. I experienced it last night when I was gaming. No, this morning, I turned my Xbox on and then went to turn the console off, and it did that silly, stupid thing where it wouldn't pair. So I had to hard reset the Xbox, but it is a lot less often than it was in the first month of the console launch. I went through, I updated it. I don't know if there's an update at the moment, actually, for the controller. I should have a look, but it's fine. It's fine. It's annoying, frustrating when it does happen, but it's few and far between. Yeah.
Cool. Ian, have you had any issues with this?
No, not I can think of. The only thing I'd find is that batteries do drain quite quickly for my controllers, but maybe because I game too much. That's probably me.
Well, if you're getting 20,000 G in a day, you probably are game a bit.
That's probably true, yeah. Because I play every day, hourly. Yeah, it's probably right.
Yeah.
But but for me, no, not really any issues at all. Can't think. No, I haven't. No, I'm been quite lucky, I guess.
So I had a similar issue to Dan with my Elite Series 1. Was it yesterday or the day before? I wouldn't pair to the machine at all. It kept, because I've got my old Xbox as well, and it was paired to that. I tried to pair it to my Series X, and it wouldn't register, and then it finished flashing, and then turn on my old console again.
Yeah.
And then I try and pair it again. It took about 4 or 5 attempts before it would actually pair. But that's the only time, touch wood, that's happened. And it's the only controller that's happened to as well. It hasn't happened to my Series X controller or any of the other ones. So.
Yeah, my normal Bluetooth ones are absolutely fine. It's when I go to the other ones which aren't Bluetooth. I just don't use them anymore. Like my League one, I just don't bother using it anymore because it's a bit disappointed with it. But yeah, I think maybe it could be that. Maybe it could be the fact that they're not Bluetooth. What one do you have, Dan? Do you have the 1 or 2?
2.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't use Bluetooth to connect to the
No,
Xbox, though, does it?
Well, no, it uses a type of
It's their own,
Bluetooth, doesn't it?
Propriety.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But they're also, I'm saying the newer ones have all Bluetooth built in, whereas the older ones don't.
It's a strange. I don't know. There's something obviously in the software that it's just goes a little bit haywire every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, never mind. Could be worse, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, I've just having a quick scroll down the article here. I've seen there's like a video of someone who's paired it, but it's not registering any inputs at all. Which I have had a couple of times, but I assume that was more to do with the console sort of lagging or freezing rather than the controller.
Well, I saw that, and it didn't say, as you said, as they were pressing the button, it wasn't working, but the dual was full lit, whereas on the issue I was having, mine was if it wasn't paired and it was looking to pair, so the dual would always flash.
Yeah, exactly what I had the other day,
Okay.
So there's a fix on the way, they say. As they will want to say, obviously they're not going to say, Sodja, deal with it.
Yeah,
you've already bought it now, Sodja.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, cheers. So so if anyone out there is having a listen and their controller's not working, no, it should be fixed between now and some point in the future, perhaps. Cool. Positivity, right? Yeah. Let's do a positive one.
It's an interesting one. That's a segue into. This segues into what we've been talking about.
So, obviously, on topic of controllers, as Dan said, the PS5 controller has been quite praised for its DualSense haptic feedback, and its what they call adaptive triggers.
Yeah.
And so apparently, reportedly, a survey sent to Xbox owners has asked whether they would like to see similar features in future Xbox controllers. I don't suppose any of you have got this survey at all?
No, I never got the survey. Did you?
No, I always seem to miss out on these sort of fun things. And it basically seems to go down, asking, would you like to see this? Would you like to see the triggers? Would you like to see more precise haptic feedback, and et cetera, et cetera? Basically saying, do you want us to copy the PlayStation controller? Have either of you held a PlayStation controller?
Yep. Well, one next to me right now. I won't show it.
No, you haven't got PS5, have you?
Got PS4. Sorry, PS5. Sorry.
Oh, Ian, you got me all excited. I was going to come round.
Sorry. I put
lockdown be damned.
No, not yet.
Yeah. No, I held one the other day, but the guy who let me hold it didn't bring his console with him, so I couldn't actually see what it felt like when it was turned on and play a game. He just let me hold the controller.
Hello, mate. Do you want to hold this? Okay. See you. Bye.
Yeah.
Which was very nice of him. And it had like a good weight to it, but I want to test the feedback and stuff. So that was, but yeah. So short and simple one. Should it have features of DualSense? Probably, because everyone seems to be raving about them. But will it? Probably not.
I do find, again, the kind of negativity again. Most of the Xbox games, I do turn off vibration because it's annoying.
Do you really?
Yeah.
They do say that when you are obviously doing battle royales, first-person shooters, etc., there is a method to the madness. They say you should turn off the vibrations, because if you're trying to make like millimeter movements, it's going to put you off, because if you get shot, obviously
all first-person shooters, I turn it off because every time you shoot, it vibrates and it's just it just gets annoying and it's too much. So for me, off straight away.
Will you accept that as an excuse when I do terribly the next time we play then? Because I've got the vibration on. Yeah, I didn't.
So you mean
Just
talk about later on?
Old. No, I'll just give you a boost because you're old instead.
Yeah, I'm used to it by now. Yeah, no, I always notice as soon as I realise that the vibration's not on, I have to like dig in the settings and try and turn it back on. I can't play without vibration anymore. It's this.
Really?
It's part of the experience.
I like the vibrations only because if I'm getting shot in the back, you know, certain games don't make it obvious on screen that you're getting shot. So I need. This is going to be a joke about me being old. I need the vibration in the controller.
I need a vibration so I can know I'm being shot at.
Every little advantage possible. Eh?
Precisely. I need all my senses to kind of go. So I need the sight, I need the feel, and if I could smell them, even
The
better.
panic. Start jumping around like you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the vibration in the Xbox controller is pretty good as it is, but without having tried the PlayStation, I don't know how it compares. I mean, the Switch has got similar sort of haptic feedback in it with its HD rumble.
Yes,
I think is also really good. But those Joy-Cons are so tiddly, you barely even notice it. Like I was playing Pikmin the other day. Of course, I was playing Pikmin, and it sort of like does the little like footsteps as the Pikmin are running and as you throw them, and it's definitely noticeable if you're looking for it, or if you're like paying attention. But I that is probably one game where if the vibration wasn't there, I wouldn't have even wouldn't bother looking for it. Whereas
yes, it's the same with when I play Pokemon. It's just all the time you would get a vibration really is when you're catching a Pokemon and the ball's vibrating.
Yeah,
that's the only time you really. But again, you wouldn't notice it otherwise.
I mean, in 1-2 Switch, that the classic example with like the ice, no, not ice, the balls in the cup in it, and you have to tip it.
Oh yes, how many balls in?
Yeah, see that was really good, and that was obviously noticeable because that's exactly what you're looking for. But yeah, that was very impressive, and that is what I am led to believe the PlayStation controller feels like when you're playing Astros, like with the when he's walking around and doing the jumping and stuff. And if they can get that sort of fidelity into something like, say, Gears of War, for example, when you're reloading, you feel a different vibration for the gun when it's time to reload, all that sort of stuff. People far cleverer and more experienced than me know what to do. But yeah, I'd like to try one. And if it's as good as everyone says, then I'd definitely like to see it in the Xbox going forward. But do you reckon it will come before the next generation? I know we've only just started one. But adding in new features to a controller in the middle of a generation has never really gone very well in the past.
Well, they brought in the Elite version 1, didn't they?
Do you know what I was going to say? That the only thing they could probably do is Elite Series 3, where they bring out all the new features.
I think it's a way of selling controllers, kind of going on the next incarnation. So they now have started doing the oh god, what am I trying to think of? The feeling on the back of the triggers, aren't they? So they've added that stuff to the new set of controllers. Textured grip. Thank you very much. Yeah, textured grip. So potentially in another year, if they wanted to, in a year's time, 2 years' time, you know, another refresh of your controllers, and then. I mean, I would imagine the Elite Series 3, if it does come up, that's going to have a share button to start with because...
Naturally.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing about that share button, since you just mentioned it. I always accidentally press it.
Oh, really? Okay. I got the version 2, because of the ability to map the button and put it as an automatic share. And I put one of the back paddles as a share. Oh, Siri again. Oh, my God. Yeah, so I did that.
What has she found?
I don't know. No idea. Turned her off.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm always, especially with Call of Duty or Apex, I'm like, oh, gunfight, and I accidentally push it. It's sort of me like randomly jumping in the air, shooting. You go to my Xbox account and just see loads of random screenshots. Every now and then I have to go through and delete them all.
But if you had your rumble on, you'd know they're coming before that, wouldn't
you? Exactly. You would have felt them coming.
Oh, I would have felt them. Oh.
But yeah,
Matron?
Even if they add it into the Elite 3, which you probably will, that then means the people with the Elite will have the features and the people without the Elite won't. So it might not get picked up so much. Depends on. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It would be nice, but at the same time, without having tried the PlayStation, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I would need to try it before I could make a definitive.
I mean, the PS4 one's quite good, but yeah, I mean, you need to see what the newer ones like and stuff. But yeah,
we'll see. So basically, yes for new features, but if someone wants to bring us a PlayStation 5, that'd be good. We could all try it.
They could bring the PlayStation 5 without the controller. I mean, that would be the
that would just be the opposite of what I had the other day. Oh yeah, it's a console. That's big, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Now we'll just sit here and stare at it. Okay. All right. Let's move on. More positivity. Right. Final Fantasy. Oh, who likes Final Fantasy?
I don't mind it.
No one likes Final Fantasy.
I thought we were skipping that one.
Yeah, I know I was going to, but I thought we'd just bring it up quickly. So when they announced all the games were coming XO19 to Game Pass, that was over a year ago now, and we're still missing some of them. However many of them that might be, I don't know. I haven't paid attention.
I tell you one thing they did miss off, and if people know me, Escapist 2 for Windows 10, they missed that one out. I wanted my achievement
Final
stack.
Fantasy series, is it?
No, that's a separately. You mentioned XO19, and they mentioned that Escapist 2 will come to Windows 10. So Game Pass for Xbox Game Pass for PC. I think, my achievement stack. But never happened.
So, all right, cool.
I know I was completely off topic. Apologize. I'll stop talking now.
That's about as more interesting than Final Fantasy, I think. But yeah, so there's looking at this list. There's about half a dozen games that haven't come yet, but they will. They're just not here yet. That's basically the gist of the story. That was a bit of a waste of time bringing it up. So let's move on.
Cheers, Jeremy.
No worries. I like my Final Fantasy games.
I know you love it, don't you? What's your favorite one?
I think my favorite one was the one where that anime man bought the big weapon and fought the snake in the fair. I don't know. I bloody can't stand Final Fantasy.
You're doing so well at
I know. I was
every Final Fantasy.
I was getting there, wasn't I? And he got big hair as well, big spiky hair.
What, 7 then? Well, actually, 8 as well. Got spiky hair
and 9.
And 9. Oh, 9. Yeah, 9 he does. Yeah, 10.
5.
15.
Anyway, let's move
spiky
on.
Hair, or did he have the bowl hair?
The only thing I remember about 10 was Waka going. It was like, I know.
No, it was Tidus, wasn't it?
Tidus going,
The fake laugh, yeah. Ha, ha.
I don't think
the
I played one.
The bowl haircut.
Yeah. That was it. That was the only one I played almost to the end. And never again. Right. Anyway, let's move on. Batteries. Who likes batteries?
Depends what I'm putting them in.
Yeah, boy.
Matron.
There was some sort of nonsense rumor going around earlier in the week that the reason Microsoft is still using AA's and their controllers rather than built-in ones like Sony and Nintendo is because they have a deal with Duracell, meaning they had to put them in because obviously, I don't know if you noticed, but when you got your Xbox consoles in the last couple of generations, they've all had Duracell batteries with them.
Yeah.
But that was supposedly some sort of taken out of context, I think is probably the best way to put it. So Duracell and Xbox have got a partnership to supply batteries, but there's no like mandate saying that they have to supply batteries. It's just if they choose to continue to supply batteries, there'll be Duracell ones basically.
Their preferred partner, I think, is probably the best way.
That's the best way of putting it. Yeah, that's their partner in this. So, but for the life of me, I see a lot of people on Twitter and Reddit and stuff saying, "Oh, I can't believe Xbox is still using AA's. Why can't they put a?" I would much rather have AA's and be able to change them out in a moment's notice than built-in ones that die and then have to plug it in, and eventually, years down the line, will become unusable. So, what are you two's thought on the battery gate? Should we call it
Battergate?
Battery.
Go on, Ian. I'll let you go first.
Yeah. Well, is it one of those ones? It's one of those ones where it's probably a pointless argument, and then PlayStation fans will start going, oh well, our controls are better. Again, they'll go to another war. The reality is, it's like you say, it'd be nice to have those built-in ones. But then again, in the same breath, you're right. It's good to have quickly where you can quickly change the batteries if you've got spare batteries. You can use rechargeables. They've got those packs now these days where you can just plug a pack in to make it one of those rechargeable ones.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it's probably better because there's a lot of variety you can do. You can have the packs, you can have the rechargeable batteries, you can have normal batteries. You can swap them straight away and continue gaming.
Yeah, there's no. I mean, as I said, like when I played the PlayStation the other week, and I had to make sure the controller was charged and a few hours beforehand, so it had enough charge in it. Whereas the Xbox is like, oh, no batteries, just pops the new ones in, pop them in the charger, and away I go.
Yeah, and if you want to play the PlayStation, either you got to charge beforehand or buy like a 2-3 meter long cable. So
yeah,
God, I feel like I'm the opposite to you guys. I hate batteries. I'm all about.
Oh, we got some. That's what we like. Different opinions.
Yeah, I personally hate battery only because I am not. I was gonna say a battery
Young?
whore, but that's not such a. No, so okay. I don't always have batteries in and around the house, so it would frustrate the hell out of me of having like a stack of batteries to the side, and then having to go. Okay, it is easy. I'm not going to say it's not, like popping new set of batteries in to go play. I would much rather have my controller. Have its. I always buy the play and charge kit. I've got my cable plugged in when I need to then quickly just plonk it in and charge. I don't. It's a little bit easier. What's Ian getting out of his bag?
It seems.
Remember, Mum, make batteries.
Oh,
See, let's get batteries. Batteries.
but those quid batteries are probably going to last you how long?
Now, actually, to be fair, surprisingly, these are backup anyway, but they actually do last quite a long time.
Okay.
Not sponsoring these at all, but
yeah, no, I just prefer. I've always preferred the play and charge kit because I don't like having or constantly forking out for batteries. And yes, you can go down the route of buy yourself some rechargeable ones, but then you've got to recharge the set that you've done.
Yes.
As I said,
that's what I've done for the last. Well, since the 360, really.
I've got my little
charger. I've had a charger, and I've had about 8 rechargeable batteries, 2 in the controller, 2 spare that are charged, and then 2 charging. And then when it's died, swap them out quickly, put some charged ones in, and sort.
That's the same thing I do. I've got 2 in the controller, 2 spare in case I need it, or if I want to do 2 controllers, and then it back up if I'm using both these bad boys.
Yeah, and then you can use them for other things as well. So the kids got some cameras and stuff for Christmas. They go in there, they can use them, and they can recharge them. Put them in a controller. In other devices that require batteries that I won't mention, sorted. Exactly. Happy days.
Yeah, easy.
But you can't plug a PlayStation into a kid's camera, can you?
Yeah, I did find those those ones where there's like the docking stations.
Yeah.
I did find them. I had one for the last generation, and I had to change it out of it because it wouldn't last long enough, and then the battery would just wear quite quickly because you'd put in the stand and they'll charge a bit, but I feel like they keep charging and the battery will just die.
Yeah.
So I found rechargeables, batteries are the way to go. Actual proper batteries.
Yeah. I mean, I have got a play and charge kit that Pete gave me for the old controllers, which lasts a pretty long time. But again, I can only use it in that. So when that dies, I've then got to plug the controller in, which is to me is less convenient than just putting some new batteries in and putting them in the charger.
They do have those plug and play kits, don't they, as well? Which
that's what he gave me.
Yeah.
I think it is preference, isn't it? And I don't want to say divisive. It can be a divisive topic because it's all about convenience and what is more convenient for you as that player at the time and how your setup is basically set up.
That's what next gen's all about, convenience.
Well, yeah, totally.
That's the thing. The worst case scenario is just plug it in with a wire and they'll still work even without batteries in them.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose
let's go about that.
Proper gamers, I say proper gamers, air quotes, people who are really super competitive, they would be using a wire anyway because they would say you've got that extra
using mouse and keyboard.
Millisecond, or mouse and keyboard.
The latency from the wireless controllers. Yeah,
exactly.
Can I use both vibration and the latency from wireless to blame my poor skills next time we play? So
I give you one card.
I've got double excuses there. I'm using wireless and vibration, so
Yeah, so I think that's one excuse you're allowed when you die randomly because it's your own fault.
it was the wireless controller.
It's
That's
when
it.
you
The
just
latency.
throw down Lifeline's package just in the middle of the ring before we're trying to sneak up to a team.
Yeah.
That's the one that doesn't.
I'm here, by the way. Here
I was just trying to offer them a peace offering. Anyway, all right, let's get on to one you two could talk about for a minute. This one about easy gamer score. Dan, why don't you?
Oh, don't let me lead into it.
Oh no,
Please
sorry,
shut the,
Ian was the one who shared
no,
it.
let Dan lead.
No, Ian,
It's
Ian,
more fun
Ian,
that way.
Ian, go for it. You tell us about this publisher. I'm not even going to attempt to say that.
I think it's called Zitalon.
Zitalon told to reverse easy achievement changes for some of its games. Go for it.
So basically, the publisher Zitalon, I think what happened is they noticed that gamers like myself would love easy achievements. So they reverted loads of their achievements in their games to make them a lot easier, so you can knock them out in like 5-10 minutes. And then they started adding title updates to them as well. So I think some of their titles are like got 3,000 gamer score, which you can unlock in like 10, 12, 15 minutes sometimes, all with the 3,000 G. But then Microsoft clocked on this and basically said your base achievements, the ones you've changed to make them easy, have to be reverted back to how you had them in the original state. So it makes them like 2-3 hours long rather than 10 minutes long. So their title updates can stay because they're new achievements.
Yeah, so I did notice that. I didn't put this in the show notes today, but I had noticed this because of the new January 10,000 gamer score challenge. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see that they're trying to, well, I was going to say bend the rules, but completely break the rules to push their games. Well, yeah, which you can understand.
Because they admitted that the sales figures went up when they started making achievements easy.
Yeah, I think they also partnered with a YouTuber who does gamerscore or achievement guides on YouTube, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, I'm getting feedback from the people." Chivo guy.
Chivo guys. Yeah. If you speak to Ross and Jake, from Reverton, they love him.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched some of his stuff. It's great. So he was obviously saying. He was like, "Oh, thanks, guys. This is brilliant. This is the developer is really enjoying the feedback." As
what up, guys?
Yeah, Chivo guides. But yeah, you know, can you blame them for doing what they're doing? They're making their games easier to sell them. They're appealing to a certain market of Xbox gamers.
Exactly. I mean, like I say, it's one of those weird ones. Like, I understand they want to make money, and it does work. Clearly, they've noticed it work because everyone under the sun's buying their games. And it's good that they're cheap games. So it's not like it's like 10, 20 pounds or quid a pop.
Yeah, I think
it's only five. Yeah, five. Yeah, so like two. I think Castle No Escape is like $2.49. The others are like $4.99. So it's not too bad at all. So it's a nice price if you want some quick game score, especially if you do want to do it for this challenge. 10,000 game score in a month.
Easy, isn't
it? Easy. But yeah, I think they've broken the policy. But I think moving forward, people will know now that achievements make games. I do think they need to rework the achievement system just a bit.
Yeah, I've seen that talk.
So I'm nothing against these easy ones. I'm not getting me wrong. There's nothing against that at all.
We know that.
I feel like they need to make something more where harder achievements are rewarded more, or something along the lines. Like, for instance, with PlayStation and their trophy system, where harder ones are gold, silver, bronze.
Well, that's the idea of the diamond ones. However, they then undiamond after, was it 7% or 10% of the community unlock it?
Yeah, if 10% of the community have locked it, it goes normal. If not, it's diamond. But
again, even that. Does it still show up that you got it when it was rare, though? Or does it not?
No, as soon as it goes above 10, it's gone.
It's gone, so it's no longer...
There's no like flair to say you got this when it was still...
That's what I mean. That could be a nice little feature they could add. If you got it when it was rare.
I don't know.
Some kind of better point system. I don't know.
Does True Achievements keep hold of it if you get it while it's rare?
So True Achievements are really good in that because they got it's all ratio based, so it's done on similar like process of a point is given to how many people to play the game versus how many people unlock the game.
Yeah.
Unlock the achievement, sorry. So that's done on a ratio based that, and a point score is given on that. So you could have a game where 1,000 people have played it, but only 2 people have unlocked one achievement in that game, and that game gives you more points because therefore you've got a rare achievement compared to everyone else. And that's why I use achievement quite a lot, because I love that kind of metric where you're rewarded for the harder games to play.
Yeah.
So does that mean that your true achievement score is higher than your actual achievement score?
Yes, I can get up now. Actually, have a look. 1 second.
Yeah,
you can tell this is my forte because I've got nothing to add. I'm just waffling.
So my gamer score at the moment is 800,500. No, that's wrong numbers. Can't even do numbers here. 854,343, and my true achievement score is 1,627,503. So nearly double. So yeah, basically got a ratio of 1.9 ish.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Thank you. I'll be a million soon, don't I? Then I can be gloating even more then.
Yeah, but that's the aim for the year, isn't it? Get to 1 million.
1 million. Oh, how do you do it? It's this, isn't it?
Like that, isn't it?
1
million gamer score.
And then Stallion looks at you and just laughs at you.
He did like, how long ago did he do it?
Oh, God knows how long. Ages
Didn't
ago.
he just pass 2 million though? I saw something about it.
No, he passed 2 million and quit, I think.
Oh, did he? Oh, I thought I saw something about him the other day.
No, he passed 2 million quite a while ago. I think it was a good couple of years ago. And then now there's, I think, Smirnoff and another guy called Redemption Denied are like the 2 top ones now. Gamers.
Yeah.
I think they're both fighting for 3 million.
Yeah.
I think Smirnoff's just in the lead. Well, no, quite big in the lead. I think he's on 2,700,000 odd.
Yeah. Is there like a number out there that shows like the maximum you could possibly have right now? So like all of the games combined, what's the total of Chivos?
Oh God, there probably is somewhere, metric somewhere, but God knows where that is or what it is.
Like I said, I don't really care about achievements, but that'd be interesting to find.
I'm sure it's something silly.
It's something silly. Yeah, it must be good.
The maximum, like if you got every achievement possible, to see where you're at. Like.
I mean, probably right now it's probably good. What 3.5, 4 million? I imagine.
Yeah.
If the top guy at the moment is on 2,700,000, you imagine he's probably got most of the game so far that's out.
Yeah. And I suppose there's plenty.
But there's still and that's it. There's still loads of games which are like 30, 40, 50-hour games, which he probably hasn't done because of that metric.
Yeah. Even they've only got so much time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good question. I'll be interested to find out what it actually is.
That's
Maybe
your homework for next week.
Do some. I was going to say do some research and bring us the hot deets next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. All right. Do you want to talk about this last one real quick then? Tim Schafer, everybody's favorite game uncle, granddad. I don't know.
You're my favorite. You're my 2 favorite granddads. Don't worry.
So obviously his studio Double Fine been knocking out some I wouldn't say hit after hit, but maybe sort of cult hit after cult hit since they started, and Microsoft picked them up a couple of years ago. And there was I don't know if there was a strong rumor, but I saw something around that they were working on Banjo 3E, the third Banjo-Kazooie game.
Yeah, I think that started by the sounds of it I listened to it on Podcast Unlocked with Ryan McCaffrey, and he said he reckons he started the rumor. Yeah,
best friend.
He started the rumor by I think saying that Tim Schafer should do Banjo.
Yeah. What Ryan started that? You mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it snowballed from there.
Yeah, I mean they probably would be a good match for it, but at the same time they got their hands full with Psychonauts 2, and they've been working on that for about 3,000 years. So.
Well, so according to that podcast, so Psychonauts 2 is loosely said that it's going to be stated coming out this year. They said they're just putting the finishing touches on the game, but he categorically said that he didn't want to do any sequels, and he wanted to do something brand new. And then with the actual Banjo franchise, he said, "Well, actually, there's a developer who made the game called Rare, and they'll or should be doing the game, not me."
Yeah, I mean they're under Microsoft's umbrella as well, obviously. So
Yeah, I mean, when I mean, Rare are still doing Sea of Thieves. Obviously, they've got something in a couple in the pipe work to come out as well.
I mean, I even take a Banjo-Kazooie remake. To be fair, the whole same game as before, but nicely, beautifully up.
I was going to ask if either of you were fans of the original.
The controls were a nightmare, but I did enjoy the game. But I preferred obviously back in the N64 days.
I think I was too old.
The kids started playing it on Rare Replay. They like to play the first Banjo, but they obviously they were a bit younger then, and they couldn't quite get the grips of it, so they end up just running around.
Tell you
and getting
why
lost.
they can't get the grips of it, and why you can probably. I swear the controls are inverted in the Banjo-Kazooie, and it's forced inverted.
I think they were, yeah.
I think it's forced inverted, which is what really annoyed me when I tried to play it the other day. Well, not the other day, but in a while back.
You know what? Actually, they like to play Minecraft. Like every day, they love to play Minecraft. And I joined them yesterday just to have a quick go. And obviously, I have it inverted. And even though I started them on inverted, somehow they got back to non-inverted.
Good girls, good girls.
I don't know how. I think someone else must have adjusted it for them, and they then went back. So I gave my youngest one the controller because she wanted to move me out of the way or something. She was running around. She going, "Daddy, these controls are broken. Why are you looking up when I'm pressing down?" I was like, "That's the way it should. That's the way it should be." And she's like, "No, it's fine." She was like, "I can't do it. I can't do it. It's broken. It's not working."
She knows. She knows the right way.
Amazing.
No, this is the right way. This is the correct way. And I'll
pitchforks for inverted.
Yeah, no, literally, when they started playing it, I'd set them to inverted so they'd learn it from the off, and somehow they've got off of it. Anyway, we kind of gone off on a tangent, but yeah, I never really, I'm
curious to do a poll actually. Who prefers inverted or non-inverted? See how it's like.
No,
Maybe
we should
put one up there because that really annoys me. Like,
yeah,
I'm curious to see how people are actually inverted to see what it's like.
See, I used to be non-inverted when we played GoldenEye,
and then you sold your soul to the devil.
But then one day, because I'd heard about inverted, and then one day I tried it, and I was like, "Who would play like this? What kind of moron would play like this?" So I went back, and then I think I started playing. It might have even been GoldenEye later on. I'm not sure, but for some reason, just inverted just clicked with me then, and that's it. I can't go back now.
Disgrace.
Yeah, play every first-person shooter, every game. I played a game the other day. Actually, no, it's Full Spectrum Mario, wasn't it? And I was trying to invert the camera, and the buttons don't seem to work. So I can either invert everything, so it's left is right and right is left, as well as up and down, or I can't have anything. So that kind of put me off playing that game anymore. I still haven't got out of the tutorial of that, by the way. I very nearly loaded it up earlier on, but then I thought I'd play some Cyberpunk instead.
Good call.
I think it's worth doing it. Have you done a poll?
After all that, I couldn't work out how to do a poll.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out later on. We'll put a poll up.
We'll put one on Twitter as well.
Yeah,
that's easier.
Yeah.
That's really annoyed me now.
Yeah, and see.
Do a Twitter poll instead, then people can see.
Yeah, I think that's best bet. See who we go inverted, non-inverted. See who's right, because clearly I'm right.
I'll do that right
now.
We'll
whack one up. We'll
do that right now. You guys fill some space.
Yeah. So anyway, Banjo-Kazooie it seems like a decent game. Probably could do with a reboot or a sequel, but we'll see. Maybe one day we'll get it. Will it be Rare? Who knows? Will it be someone else? Who else have Microsoft bought lately that could do it? Probably everyone. Maybe Bethesda could do it.
Bethesda, yeah. One of Bethesda's studios.
Get Machine Games on it. Take them off Wolfenstein. Put them on Banjo-Kazooie.
Maybe Banjo-Kazooie in Wolfenstein.
Yeah. Have them running around, BJ Blazkowicz and Banjo running around blowing Nazis' heads off.
That's it. And furry animals.
And furry animals, yeah, and vegetables.
Vegetables. There we go.
Right.
Pitch your game there.
Exactly. See? $1 million idea. All right, should we move on to what we've been playing? Ian, what have you been playing this week?
God, I don't know what I've played this week. I haven't played much, to be fair.
Guys, you've got about 50,000 achievement points, so you must have played something.
That is true. Well, I did some few easy titles, like for instance, Starbound.
Yeah.
Again, I did play some of those little long games that we mentioned
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Like Cold Silence, Dark Grim. But apart from that, not really much, to be fair. I haven't really stuck into a game yet. I did start off with a bit recently of Football Manager 21, the Xbox version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was alright. I think it's a bit weird, the controller system on it. Using controller to play for Manager. So then I installed it on the PC instead and had much more fun with that.
It's a PC game. You need a mouse to play that game.
That's it.
It's so pernickety. I think the only decent one I played was it Championship Manager on the 360 they had, or was it Football Manager?
Championship Manager, that was it. Yeah.
And they managed to dumb it down just enough so it was easy to control. But
yeah, so it kind of annoyed me on Xbox, so I done on PC instead, and that seems to be much more easier. More, I say with the mouse, it's a lot more easier. I do like the feature you can instant results rather than actually playing the whole game, so you can just literally instant results and it gives you results straight away. So that's good fun. Also, because it was leaving Game Pass in a couple of days' time, I did My Friend Pedro on the PC as well.
What do you think of that game?
I actually enjoy it. It's actually good fun. It's nice. It's a short game. It's like 3-4 hours to complete. Yeah. But yeah, it's good fun. It's really quirky, bit funny,
The bullet,
weird banana.
Yeah, the bullet. I can't even think. The way the bullet travels and stuff like that is just amazing. The controlling the banana is a bit odd, but the actual physics of the word I was looking at. The physics of the bullet is just amazing.
Yeah, like the whole focus. You've got to abuse the focus if you want to keep getting your streak up. And once you realise how much focus you can use, and when you slow down, once you start getting the knack of it, it's actually good fun. I mean, I did S all the first early levels, but I don't think I have time to S everything. So, but I did complete it again, and it was good fun the first time I played it as the second time.
When does it leave?
15th or 16th, one of the 2 days.
Oh, okay, so we've still got a week or so then to.
Yeah, 15th or 16th at least. But yeah, I do recommend it if you will. I'm in an on about it, and you've got like say 2-3 hours spare. You can complete it in 2-3 hours, and it's good fun.
It's good, light-hearted fun. Doesn't take itself too seriously. The story's amusing. The bullet, as I said, the physics of the whole thing is unreal, isn't it?
Just abuse the focus system. Keep jumping and shooting and spinning.
Yeah,
and it's good fun. I enjoy. Yeah, so I enjoyed it the second time around playing it again. But apart from that, nothing else really. Apart from my standard like GTA nights on the Thursday and Call of Duty.
Yeah, that was funny this week. That GTA night.
Yeah, it's good enough.
I'm slowly, like as I said to you, I was slowly starting to learn who everyone is.
Keeps calling Jamie Sven. Can't remember why it was Sven.
Because it's Enoch, isn't it? It's Enoch.
Enoch San and Sven.
It sounds like Ericsson or whatever. Yeah.
Ericsson and then Sven got X.
Right.
So you got called. His nickname's Sven all the time.
Sven.
But that's good fun.
Sven in the third car. Yes, we're colour brown.
Yeah. I got everyone has to have a different colour car, and I got stuck with brown. That was always left.
But it's not because you're brown and one of our friends is like bronze. So it's like, who is who?
Knock them both out of the way. That's what I say.
I was going to say normally the brown.
That's what I normally do. Yeah.
Normally the brown one's at the back, so you don't got to worry about it.
Apart from that, not really much. I can't wait. Hitman 3. That's what I'm waiting for, really.
You didn't. I don't think you answered my question the other day. I know this is obviously Xbox, but are you planning on picking up the VR stuff for it, or are you gonna leave?
Yeah, I am gonna probably pick it up. I'll probably play the Hitman 3 Xbox version first, but I have started looking up for VR headsets just on the cheap. And I'm not gonna buy a official one, but like, if you can get some from like other partners, like for like 120.
Yeah.
And then so maybe just pick one up and then resell it after I've completed it.
And so I mean, I've got a PSVR sitting here if you want to borrow it to play it.
100%.
Yeah, because
1,000,000%.
I still intend on playing Resident Evil 7 on it, but I haven't used it in months. So yeah, if you pick up Hitman on PS4 and you want to borrow the VR to play it, you let me know and I'll bring it around.
100%. Yeah, I'll pick up on disc as well, so you can borrow it afterwards.
Yeah. Perfect. Sounds
there we
good.
go.
Do you know what? I actually installed Hitman 1 the other day with the intention of trying it because you were speaking so highly of it. So yeah, I might try and play that first and see if I can figure out the gist.
Definitely give it a go. I mean, it's like I say, it's you can actually breeze through it quite quickly if you don't do all the extra missions and all the side stuff.
Yeah.
And just do one kill every each level. Then yeah, the whole point of Hitman 3 is the whole Hitman in general is the replayability of the levels.
And trying all the different tactics out and
getting the
Yeah,
perfect kill.
The perfect kill, the different kind of kills, like the poison kill, the quirky kill, the guns blazing kill,
environmental kill.
That's another one. Yeah, there's two more which I can't think of, which I will.
Shooting the head kill and strangle
Accidental kill. Accidental kill is another one where conveniently a chandelier falls on their head.
Yeah, and is there the nuclear bomb kill? We just plant a bomb in the middle of the building, blow everyone up.
No, that goes on guns blazing kill when you're just bored.
Cool. Yeah. Well, anyway, Hitman. Yeah, that's a few weeks away yet.
Yeah. Well, a bit of sidetrack there, but yeah.
Week and a half. Yeah. Dan, what about you? What have you been up to this week?
I forgot what games I played. I was a bit of a gaming funk. So yesterday was my only day of gaming, which is very poor. But I was slashing through titles, so I managed to finally play and get a good, decent amount of play of Burnout, the remastered.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what Paradise? Is
it? Paradise, yeah. And
it was Burnout Paradise the one where it was the one where you can drive the car and crash into things, or was that a different one?
Paradise is the open world one.
Yeah, so Paradise is the open world one where you had different. You had like dotted around. You had racing, you had takedowns, you had crashes, stunts. I think it was the one before that, which was the actual. I think it was Burnout. I want to say stunt or crash or something like that. And
there was crash. Yeah.
Yeah,
you make the crash in much more.
That was like the top-down arcade one. The proper Burnout before Paradise was for Revenge, wasn't it?
I can't even remember what it was,
but that was the one that had the proper decent crash mode in it.
Yeah, that's all you did, and the faster you went, and if you turned it ever so slightly, you got higher stats.
Yeah.
Did they make a game on that? Didn't they? I saw they made a game based on that. Just that pure Danger Zone.
Danger Zone, yeah.
It's Danger Zone, yeah.
Danger Zone 1 and 2 reviews on the website, by the way, by yours truly.
What's that like?
They're good. They're very good, but they're not because they're not EA or a big publisher. The budget is clearly a lot lower, so it's exactly the same gameplay, but it just doesn't have the same
polish,
pop and polish and all that stuff to it. So yeah, there's a lot of issues. Well, not a lot of issues, but enough issues to make it less enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still good though.
But this Burnout game, it's all there. The music, Guns N' Roses, driving, taking people down. So absolutely loved it. Going to get back into my Burnout and push up my license.
Did you play it on the 360 when it came out?
Yes, I can't remember how much I played because I was such a boring old person and only used to really play FIFA. And
you mean you're other... right now?
Pack it in. I will put you in the corner, or I will send you to bed. Yeah, just I am loving it. I'm appreciating the game again, which is nice. And I managed to push through a little further and Tell Me Why. I am hoping to finish this game. Why am I playing it? What? Who knows? Tell me. Yeah.
So don't do it.
So close, so tempting.
So I'm hoping to finish this by the end of January because I've been prolonging this game for God knows how long. So I need to get it done and dusted. It's a good game. It's a good story. It's thought provoking.
Better than Life is Strange.
I haven't played Life is Strange, so I don't know.
Okay.
So this one, it won. What did it win in the Game Awards? So it won an award in the Game Awards, and it was, I can't even think what it was called. The award
wasn't it something to do with representation or something?
It was something like that, and you can see why it won that because the story is there's so much depth to it. It's something we're not used to as gamers because normally your games are very atypical. This is it. This follows at the beginning sisters. One transitions into a man, and their mother was loopy. Is probably the best way of talking. Yeah, without spoiling anything. Yeah, so it's really, really good. Really enjoying it, and it is that kind of Telltale-esque game as well, where you can come in, listen to the story, chill out,
Yeah.
press a few buttons, a few puzzles in there as well, which can be a pain in the rear end.
Are there any action sequences in it?
Nothing
Like
yet.
quick time events?
No
really?
quick time event.
Oh,
I
okay.
suppose sometimes you do have to press the button if you want to. So you've got a couple of dialogue options that at times you have to quickly kind of press your LT button so you can reply in a decent amount of time. But there's no duck left like Batman would be, or press X to block. There's nothing like that so far. But I'm on the second chapter, and it's, if people like story games, this is a game to play, regardless of anything else. The story is superb. It's worth playing.
Yeah. I mean, I did enjoy the hour or so that I said I played of it. You know, the first chapter when you're riding on the boat, and then you get off. That literally is as far as I got. When I got off the boat.
Go for it. You haven't even scratched the surface of all the other kind of mechanics that are in the game.
Yeah, I mean that was that's what when I played on Xcloud with touch controls.
Yeah,
and I just haven't got back to it yet. So, but I was enjoying it up until that point. The story was intriguing me.
Yeah,
and
it makes you want to know more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or that's what I found anyway. I want to know more what's happened. I want to find out why. The big what mother did. Why did she do it? And I think the pacing of the story unfolds quite nicely as well. It doesn't kind of give you the ups and downs as a Telltale game would. It kind of just feeds you along just nicely. I'm sure at some point there's going to be some massive reveal, like, oh my god, it's because of whatever.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely worth a play because there's only 3 episodes as well, isn't there?
3 episodes. Yeah, I think it works.
Has it ended on the 3 episodes, or is it like a 4th and a 5th to come?
No, I think that is
that was
3.
It,
It's 3 episodes. That's it.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. I might give it a go then.
They did it for the first time. They did it where they did one a week.
Yeah, it was one a week, wasn't it?
Several months in between, yeah. Which is why I wanted to initially why I wanted to play. I wanted to play the first one, then wait a week, play the next one, etc., etc. But it just slipped me by, as things I want to do these days. But yeah, definitely want to go back to it.
I think it's only a couple of hours as well each chapter. So I don't think it's an overly long game, but unless you want to make it an overly long game, there's lots of things to, as you keep going through the story option or the dialogue options, as you keep going to find bits and pieces, that all of it filters into your main story. So yeah, but yeah, it's what if you don't play it, you're missing out if you like stories.
Yeah. And again, as we seen, we haven't really pimped it this week, but Game Pass.
Yes. Well,
yes. Well,
it's not a podcast without saying Game Pass.
Exactly. You got to get a Game Pass in there somewhere.
My friend Pedro, Game Pass.
Yeah.
Tell me why? Game Pass.
Tell me why. And
Burnout.
and Doom Eternal, Game Pass.
Oh.
Is that what you've been playing?
That's what I've been playing. I forgot about that one. I thought I'd start it because I wanted to play it for ages, and I know we played it at XO19.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd give it a proper go. To be honest, I'm not sure that I'm going to carry on because I feel like I've kind of seen everything it's got to offer. It's just going to be the same combat over and over again. But bloody good though, isn't it?
I do. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Definitely. Yeah, really good game.
I haven't played it yet. I've got it downloaded.
Oh, I give it a go. It's one of the. It's quite a long old game, but I definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, my views on Xbox Tavern as well.
The Ian's review is up now. I really love that sort of arena combat. Like that's pretty much what I grew up on, playing those sort of like Quake and I didn't play the original Dooms, but Quake was my jam back in the day. And I really like it. It's like I love the fast pacedness. I love the fact you haven't got to reload the guns. You haven't got to worry about sort of stamina and all that nonsense. You just like peg it around the sort of arenas and just blast the absolute stuff out of everyone. Yeah. But the only problem I think so far for me, because I'm still quite early on, is I can't hold very much ammo. So I'm constantly running out of ammo because I'm just blasting everyone away. So then I end up having to get the chainsaw out, which then I run out of ammo, run out of fuel for that. And then
it's all about managing and switching guns.
Yeah, and then I just end up running around trying to find ammo rather than actually fighting. Whereas I would prefer it even if I had like a weak gun that just had unlimited ammo that I could use while I built up my ammo for other weapons. But other than that, yeah, all right, it's bloody brilliant. It's just fast-paced, constant action. I love the gory kills, especially I can't remember what's the enemy that the big ball thing that floats and it's got the one eye in the middle.
Oh yeah, that
I
one.
can't remember its name, but I love doing a gory kill and that jumps up and grabs his
Grabs his
eyeball,
eye.
pulls it out, and especially when you lob the grenade in their mouth and that's sort of.
Oh yeah.
Does them.
Oh, it's grim.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I've played a couple of hours of it. I think I could probably put up with another hour or two, but I think if it went on for another 10 hours, I might get a bit bored of it. But yeah, no, good. And also I started playing earlier on a game called, let me get the name so I remember it. Excuse me, Wilmot's Warehouse. Have either of you checked this out? It's again on Game Pass.
Wilmot's Warehouse.
I think I've actually got this downloaded.
Wilmot's Warehouse, yeah. It's actually I didn't realize until I loaded it up earlier on. It's a Ratalaika game, and it basically is a little bit of a puzzle. You think that, but the achievements are not not as easy as you'd expect. It's basically you're in like a warehouse. It's like a top-down 2D sort of like you move your character around, and you have to pick up blocks that have got different pictures on them, and then move them around.
Yeah.
At the very top is like the customer desk, and they ask for certain items, and you have to go around and pick them up, and your character can pick up at the start 6 blocks at once. So you have to go around, but every block you pick up obviously takes up a space. So then you have to work out how to get through all the other things you've placed down with the blocks you've placed. It's almost like a game of Tetris. You're trying to navigate the space while everything else is around you. That's quite good fun. I played for about an hour earlier on. And yeah, it's just you just grab the blocks with the colors, take it to the customer desk, and then in between you get a delivery and the customer's asking for stuff. You have to organize your warehouse. You have to put the blocks and sort of put everything of one type in one place while also still being able to get through to take the other stuff around. It's very good for people who like to sort of OCD manage how things are laid out and where things go, and the proper organizers. It's good. And again, Game Pass, so well worth a check out.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
What's
it called again?
Wilmot's Warehouse.
Thank you.
When I saw Ratalaika, I was thinking, few easy chivos, probably be a bit of a simple game, but I think I'm going to stick with it and see if I can get somewhat further because quite good so far. And there's I didn't see anything about this one coming out because I just saw it on Game Pass. So hopefully some more people will get to play it because it's on there rather than it just disappearing into the ether.
Does sound very RNG heavy though.
I don't know if it's random what you get, but at the bottom it just plonks them all in a block, and then you've got to separate them out and place them around. And you've only got a couple of minutes to do it before the people ask what they want for. And then if you give them what they want fast enough, you can punch out early, so you get extra stars, extra points.
Okay.
It's really, really simple, but the further you get in and the more stuff you get brought into the warehouse, it's going to be hard to manage where everything is and then placing everything down and making sure you can still get around and stuff. It should be good. And then the only other thing I've been playing is Little Hope with our good friend Kaninch. We heard his name earlier on, I think. We started our playthrough of that together in the shared movie night mode. I know you haven't played it yet, Ian. Have you played it, Dan?
No, I still haven't. I'm still yet to play it.
It's very good. I mean, I loved it when I played it on my own, but the shared experience is vastly vastly better than playing a solo. Did you play? Was it Man of Medan?
No, I haven't played that either. I think that's the first one I want to play, Man of Medan, and then
Man of Medan's good. It's quite fun because I played that together. I played it with Jamie in shared play, but I also played on my own, but on my own with my missus, and it's quite funny how aggressive she gets with some of the characters.
Nice. I might.
It's
I
like
might
just
try
like instantly like I'm gonna kill this person. It's like that's a bit extreme. Like you've only met her, like you ain't had her speaking for like 5 minutes. Like nope, she's dead. It's ugly.
Yep. I sleep
think
next to you.
I think like the California teen would bring that out in most people.
I want her to die.
Little Hope's a bit different because it's not all teenagers out on a jolly on a boat. It's a group of students they get in a bus crash and they end up having to go into this town to try and find help.
Yeah.
And you got like an older couple, like the teacher and an older student and a couple of younger students, and then the main character Andrew, who you play as. And obviously, like I said, I played it on my own and it was really good. And I playing it with Pete, and I'm playing from the other perspective. So he's playing the main role and I'm sort of doing the secondary character.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's very good. I'm seeing a lot of things that I didn't see the first time round, that sort of fill in gaps and fill in information I missed. And also I'm seeing bits that I know what's going to happen, and I'm seeing how he's reacting compared to how I reacted. So sort of the choices he's making.
Are you still really bad at the quick time event?
So far I've done awesome at quick time events, but I had this when I played it on my own. I was awesome in the first bit, and then it was right at the end I messed it all up. So we'll see how we get on. But yeah, no, it's really good. I'm very enjoyable in the shared movie night thing. I really wish it was more than 2 players, because if you play it locally, you can play with 5 people.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, but
each person takes control of a character, so you sort of swap the pad out here and there. Whereas online, you only get 2 because your scenes sort of play out at the same time. So for example, he'll be playing Andrew and he'll be talking to Angela over there, and I'll be playing, I can't remember the name of the other characters now. John is the teacher, and I'll be over there talking to someone else, and I can sort of hear him in the background and the choices he's making, but I'm making my own choices and stuff, and then we come back together and we move on. But we don't really know what each other's picked. So when it comes to a choice further down the line, like if you want to help someone, or if you want to hide, or if you want to fight an enemy or something, what he's picked could conflict with what I picked, and then we could end up sort of not having a good time, or we could end up having a good time.
That's interesting.
So we're only about halfway through it. Yeah, it's really clever, and it's definitely a better way to play it. I think, like I said, single player is good, but definitely a better way to play it is
and Man of Medan is on Game Pass.
That is a Man of Medan. Man of Medan, for my money, is better. But Little Hope is still very good.
Yeah, that's another one I recommend. Man of Medan. Yeah, if you obviously got Game Pass, whack that in the download queue, because it is good fun. Even if you do just the one playthrough on your own, it's still thoroughly enjoyable. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been through Man of Medan about 4 or 5 times on my own, and with Ian and with Pete, and every time was different. Every time. I don't think any one time we kept everyone alive, did we? I don't think we kept everyone alive.
No. Spoilers, why no, but no.
Murderers. Yeah. Murderers.
Jamie, being bad at quick time events.
That is a big part of it, but also choices that people made.
Push this one button to dodge. What button do I push? Oh, he died.
Well, I thought I had to get the PlayStation controller and press the circle button, but it turned out it was actually just the start button.
Anyway,
anyway, Man of Medan, very good. Well worth playing your own, but definitely better to play with someone else. And the curator of the series is brilliant.
When's the next one out? Because the next one's the next one they previewed in the game, didn't they?
Initially, they were supposed to do one every 6 months, but between Man of Medan and Little Hope was a year. So I would imagine
House of Ashes is the next one called.
House of Ashes, yeah, and it looks like a set in not the Middle East as such, but like a more deserted sort of place when
Yeah.
it looks like they're military.
At the end of
but-
the Iraq War, it says, I was reading the
Yeah.
synopsis now. Yeah, it says it'll probably come out end of this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully, towards the end of this year, we might see
Yeah.
House of Ashes.
But so far, they've been around Halloween every time.
I imagine they'll probably do it, like, say, yearly around Halloween, especially with COVID. It's probably making it a lot harder to work on titles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're
That's
only
it.
down the road from us. So if you want to
Yeah,
invite
they
us,
are.
massive, we'll come along and say hello, have a little play, give you your thoughts.
Ooh.
I actually applied to be a game tester there. But before
Do you know what? So did I.
before I came, when I was looking for when I got made redundant last year.
Yeah, I applied a couple of months ago. Yeah, but they said no, thank you, not today.
Oh.
I'm too overqualified.
So on that note, actually, don't bother playing Man of Medan or Little Hope. Don't worry.
Yeah. Telling me I'm overqualified. How dare you?
Yeah. No, it's they're very good games.
Good games.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, Dan,
Yes.
it's that time of the week. Games of Gold.
Games of Gold. You've got, what are we now? Is it 8th? You've got a little over
10th.
just under a week, 10th. Yeah. So you have from the 1st until the 31st of January, Little Nightmares. Dead Rising hits our download queue on the 16th of Jan until the 15th of Feb. You have the King of Fighters 13. That's from the 1st until the 15th of January. So if you haven't got that, get that in the next couple of days. And then Breakdown is available from the 16th until the 31st of January.
That one, I think we said last week, but I know I said it was well received. Ian's good friend Ryan McCaffrey was singing its praises the other day.
Oh.
He said it's one of the best sci-fi first-person games he's ever played.
Oh,
okay.
The story went places he didn't expect, and he said it's just brilliant, basically. So that looks like a well worthy choice to redeem come the 16th.
yeah. I'll be picking those games up because you might as well pick up free games. Why not?
Exactly, free games. You can't, Little Nightmares looks to be pretty good. I mean, Ian's played it; so it's pretty good. Dead Rising.
Ross will sing
Bloody
his
brilliant.
praise. Ross
Yeah.
Hodge. He loves that. All the Dead Rising franchise.
Dead Rising is horrendous.
I do love Dead Rising. Oh, I like Dead Rising. The ridiculousness of killing and the weapons you can make are just top notch.
I think I've only played one Dead Rising, or maybe one or two. I did Dead Rising 3, because obviously it came early with the Xbox when it first came out.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I don't think I've played many others. Maybe like one of the smaller titles, like the arcadey ones.
Oh, the
what's
arcade
it
one.
called?
That was
K0. That was
yeah.
it. K0? Is it
K0?
Yeah, K0 was before Dead Rising 2. Yeah, that was really good.
I played K0 and then I played Dead Rising 3, but apart from that, I haven't played any more. I want to play 4, but apparently it's quite Christmassy.
Yeah, it's set at Christmas, and I don't think it sort of brings Frank. What's his name?
Frank West. What do I
Frank
say
West.
West?
Thank you. Yes, Frank
I really
West.
said Frank Butcher, but
Frank.
Yeah. Oh, Pat.
Hello, Peggy. I'm back.
Yeah, it brings Frank West back, but I only played the very opening of it, and it really didn't grab me. It seemed to be more of a linear. Well, the opening at least was a lot more linear than I would have liked, whereas the original Dead Rising was just bloody brilliant for just how open it was.
You could go anywhere, couldn't you? It was it was amazing.
And trying to save all the survivors and trying to get the timer. Although the timer was frustrating, trying to grab the survivor and take them back to the base in time, and then get back out to save the next one, or trying to grab a couple on the way.
Yeah.
And then obviously playing it through initially, you only had the 3 days, didn't you? And if you played it again, then you had extra days because you were further along
Okay.
to do.
okay.
And then playing it again, then you get the actual proper ending where you had the big fight on a tank. The original Dead Rising is bloody brilliant. 2 wasn't so good. I really liked the what was it called? Because they did Dead Rising 2, and then they did Dead Rising 2 with Frank West.
Oh, was it 2.5 or something? Why do I want to?
It was, but I can't remember the name they gave it.
Yeah, I can't.
What, off the record?
Off the record, that's the one. That was awesome because that was again that brought Frank West back, and it basically put him in Dead Rising 2's scenarios. but one of the bosses was was Chuck Green from Dead Rising 2,
Oh, okay.
and it sort of just almost kind of brushed Dead Rising 2 under the carpet. It was like that didn't really happen. The Frank West come in and saved the day. Really.
Ignore that one. Yeah.
You know, I loved Off the Record, but I really didn't like Dead Rising 2, and then 3 and 4. 3 was okay, but I didn't really got into that and 4 properly.
Yeah, I did 3, and then did any of the DLCs of 3. But I did the base game of 3, and it was all right. Yeah, but
I just remember the car from almost from the beginning, where you kind of just truck through everybody.
Yeah.
Go through the tunnel and you just smash all those zombies.
I was going to say that's how to get the achievement, wasn't it? To killing 59,000, however many.
100 odd,000, 100,000.
Yeah, in the car, just keep steamrolling.
Going up and down the tunnel. Yeah, I remember one of my old mates, we used to do that, and he was trying to get that achievement, and he just for hours just up and down that tunnel, just driving back and forth. But yeah, no, Dead Rising's awesome, and the first one, as I said, definitely the best one for my money. Okay, so have we got anything else we'd like to bring up this week, gentlemen, or should we go and play some Apex?
I think some Apex could be in.
I do think so. Yes.
Apex sounds like a plan. So, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. You feel free to tell Ian how much he waffles on and chat shit.
Free to tell how much these two are old men.
Oh gosh.
Obviously, as I said at the start of the show, you can go to xboxtavern.com for all the written content and all the bulk of the stuff that we do. You can check out the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel that we're on right now. Just search Xbox Tavern and you'll find us, hopefully. You can reach us at Xbox Tavern on Twitter if you've got any thoughts, opinions, anything you want to share with us. If you want to take part in our poll on inverted or non-inverted.
Non-inverted.
Normal or non-inverted.
Yeah.
And then you can follow myself at Enexan. You can follow Dan at ChocolateBear80, and you can follow Ian at NuttyRay on Twitter. So pop along and say hi to each of us. And yeah.
And support us on Patreon so Jamie can buy Stanley stair lift.
You know, it's getting that time. Those stairs are getting steeper and steeper every day. So.
Or walk-in bath. Which one's first?
I think the stair lift, just because it'd be more fun. Walking bath's quite boring, isn't it? But at least if it's stair lift, you can go up and down. I could sit on that and I could play my Switch and I just go up and down.
Up and down.
I need a side pocket for my stair lift just so I can get my Switch out.
Yeah, and a cup holder so I can put a beer in there.
Are we going to get a topless brother-in-law now for the post-show?
I'm hoping not. Not.
He's hoping not, but I can see in his eyes. He's saying,
it's glistening.
Just hang around. Just wait. Anyway, we've been Xbox Tavern. This has been Xpod Tavern, episode 11th. Thank you very much, and be good to each other.
Take care, guys.
Game on.